In the sleepy town of Eldridge Hollow, nestled between rolling hills and a winding river, the air always carried a hint of mystery. Fog rolled in from the woods each morning, wrapping the old Victorian houses in a veil that made everything seem just a little enchanted. It was here that Finn Harlan lived with his parents in a creaky house filled with books and oddities. Finn was 10, curious as a cat, with a knack for finding trouble, or adventure, depending on how you looked at it. His grandfather, Elias Harlan, whom everyone called Old Man Harlan, had been the heart of the town. A retired explorer, or so he claimed. He'd regale anyone who listened with stories of far-off lands, hidden caves, and treasures that weren't always gold. When Harlan passed away last winter, the town mourned with a quiet respect. He left Finn a note. "The chest in the attic holds your inheritance, boy. Use it wisely." Finn had put off opening it, the grief too fresh. But on that fateful rainy afternoon in September, with thunder shaking the windows like an impatient visitor, curiosity won. Climbing the pull-down stairs to the attic, Finn felt a chill that wasn't from the draft. Cobwebs draped like forgotten decorations, and boxes of relics from Harlan's travels loomed in the shadows. The chest was oak, carved with intricate patterns of vines and birds, locked with a key Finn wore around his neck, a raven's claw, cold and sharp. With a deep breath, he turned the key. The lid creaked open, releasing a puff of dust that smelled of old paper and adventure. Inside, nestled on velvet, was a parchment map, rolled tightly and bound with a ribbon the color of dried blood. Untying it, Finn's eyes widened. The map depicted Eldridge Hollow, but not as he knew it. The river twisted into labyrinthine paths, the woods bloomed with symbols of stars and moons, and landmarks bore names like Echo Bridge and Shadow Glade. At the center, an X marked the Heart of Whispers. Harlan's handwriting scrawled a verse: "Follow the path where shadows sing, but beware the guardian's sting. The treasure calls to the pure of heart, yet greed will rend the veil apart." Finn's mind raced. Was this a treasure map? Harlan had always said, "The greatest treasures are those that whisper secrets." But this felt real. That night, as rain pattered the roof, Finn dreamed of whispers calling him, pulling him into the unknown. He woke with a start, the map clutched in his hand. The next day, he confided in Lila Thorne, his neighbor and best friend. Lila was 11, with fiery red hair and pigtails, freckles across her nose, and a mind sharper than a tack. Her grandma Mabel ran the herbal shop, teaching Lila about plants that healed and potions that revealed truths. "Let's see this map," Lila said, adjusting her glasses. They spread it on Finn's bedroom floor. "These lines, they pulse if you stare long enough. And look, runes. Grandma says runes hold power." They deciphered the first clue. "Begin at the river's bend, where the mill's wheel ends its spin." The old mill was a relic from the town's lumber days, abandoned after a flood 50 years ago. Parents forbade going there, calling it unsafe, but kids whispered of ghosts. The suspense was electric. What if it was dangerous? What if it was nothing? Sneaking out after school, backpacks slung with snacks and flashlights, they biked to the river. The water rushed, swollen from rain, and the mill loomed like a skeleton. Vines strangled the walls, and the massive wheel creaked in the current, as if groaning a warning. Inside, the floorboards sagged, and pigeons cooed from the rafters. "The raven points the way," the map said. Searching, Finn spotted it, a wooden carving on a beam, beak aimed at the floor. They pried up boards with a crowbar from Lila's pack. She was always prepared. Beneath, a rusted box. Inside, a silver compass, its needle defying logic, pointing not north, but into the whispering woods. Engraved on the lid, "True north is the heart's desire." The woods were legendary. Adults spoke of them in hushed tones, paths that shifted, trees that remembered, and a guardian spirit that tested intruders. As kids, Finn and Lila had tossed stones into the edge, daring the darkness. Now the compass urged them in. "We could turn back," Finn said, voice small. Lila grinned. "Where's the fun in that?" Entering the woods, the world muted. Sunlight filtered green through leaves, and the air hummed with unseen life. Birds fell silent, but whispers began. faint at first like leaves rustling, then clearer. Names, laughter, warnings. The shadows sing, Lila murmured. Suspense built as the path narrowed, branches clawing at their clothes. A fog rose and suddenly the ground quaked. Roots erupted, coiling like tentacles. Finn tripped, a vine snaring his leg. "Help!" he cried. Lila hacked with her pocket knife, freeing him. "The forest is testing us!" Deeper in, they found a brook with stepping stones. Crossing, Finn slipped, the water icy and pulling. Visions flashed in his mind. Drowning sailors, lost children. He clambered out, shivering. "Illusions," Lila said. "The map warns of them." They reached the clearing as dusk fell, though time felt warped. Moonlight pierced the canopy, illuminating a stone pedestal with the riddle. "I speak without a mouth." Finn solved it. Echo! The pedestal split, yielding the golden key. But joy turned to terror as shadows swirled into the guardian. A colossal wolf, eyes burning red, form shimmering like mist. "Why trespass?" It thundered telepathically, teeth bared. Finn stammered about the map. "Harlan," the wolf sniffed. "Many seek the heart for power. You must prove worthy in the trial of reflections." Mirrors rose, each a portal to alternate selves. In one, Finn saw himself wealthy, hoarding gold, alone. In another, sharing stories, surrounded by friends. Temptations assaulted. Ghostly hands offered riches, whispering, "Take it all." Suspense choked the air as illusions clawed, forcing choices. Finn rejected greed, embracing kindness. Lila did too, her intellect piercing deceptions. The wolf nodded. "You see truth. Proceed." The mirrors vanished, revealing a path to the cave. Behind a thundering waterfall, the cave glowed with fungi. The heart was a crystal throne, pulsing with light. Touching it, memories surged. Harlan as a boy, discovering the crystal, a guardian of Eldridge's soul, holding collective stories to prevent forgetting history's lessons. Greed had once shattered a similar artifact elsewhere, causing wars. Returning home, the map dissolved into light. Finn and Lila shared the tale, but only whispers remained as proof. Yet in quiet moments, Finn heard them again. The adventure calls anew. Years later, as an adult, Finn passed the key to his own child, the cycle continuing. The heart taught that true treasure lies in stories shared, hearts connected, and courage in the face of shadows.